Hey, how you doing? Nope, my name's not Robert. I'm the lawnmower lady, and I like fixing small engines. Today's video is going to be a little different. I have a customer that brought me actually 3 lawnmowers, and he says, pick the best one to fix up for me because he wants his mother-in-law to use it. So I'm going to show you what I go through to figure out which is the best mower for him and how best to diagnose totally unknown machines. He has no idea the condition of them, so maybe this might help you if you get an unknown machine from, say, a yard sale or a relative or something. A few things you can do to decide whether this mower is worth working on or not. All 3 of these mowers appear to be of the same vintage. They're all 3 Craftsman machines. They all have front wheel drive. This one happens to have a Tecumseh engine on it. These 2 have Briggs and Stratton engines, and they all show signs of typical, homeowner doing something. I'm not sure what that wire does there, but he has it on 2 of these mowers. I'm just going to take an assessment of the general condition of all of them, then I'll decide which one to fix for his mother-in-law. Contestant number 1, come on down. This is the first Craftsman with the larger rear wheels, and I noticed right off the bat it has the original spark plug because you can see the Briggs and Stratton logo on that spark plug. And looking under the underside of the deck, you can see up under there, it actually looks pretty clean. The blade doesn't appear to be bent or any problems up under there. The drive wheels don't seem to be locked up. They go in both directions, sort of. I don't think there's anything wrong with those. So hopefully the drive works, and if not, we could pull it from one of the other mowers. Contestant number 2, come on down. And the red Craftsman number 2 with the smaller rear wheel. Again, it also has the original spark plug on it because you can see the logo on there. And the underside of the deck, again, looks pretty good. These people, obviously, whoever owned this, they weren't mowing too much wet grass. And then the drive wheels, again, they are not locked up either, so that's a good sign there. They are a little bit worn, though. That happens a lot with front-wheel drive. And I suspect this guy was mowing on a hill because just this one is worn out, whereas the other wheel is not worn out. And contestant number 3, come on down. And finally, the green mower. It also has larger rear wheels. It's a Tecumseh engine. That oil leaking around there is really common. There's an O-ring on the oil filler tube right there, so that's real common on these Tecumsehs. It has probably the original spark plug as well. I see a little bit of leaking of something around there, so that doesn't look good. And there's some rusting on the deck. And on the underside, looks like there's been mowing some wet grass up under there, so none of that looks pretty. That's a strike against this guy. And same thing here, his rear wheels. The drive mechanism is not locked up, so that is a good sign right there. Back on the Craftsman with larger wheels, I'm checking the oil on here. It was just upside down, so don't want to get a false reading. Yeah, the oil is kind of, I don't know, dirty and a little overfilled, which means somebody was doing a little bit of maintenance on this thing. And then I'm going to remove the spark plug and take a look at that. And the spark plug on this is pretty dark and oily looking, so that tells me that there's probably a dirty air filter. But the plug's wet, so I guess that's okay. Right, red Craftsman number 2. Clean that off. Same thing here. The oil is kind of clean looking, but slightly overfilled. So again, indication someone is trying to been taking care of it. And as far as the spark plug is concerned, it is not quite as black and dirty looking as the one on the other mower. So maybe this one has had a little better maintenance on the air cleaner. On to the green mower with the Tecumseh engine. I'm going to check the oil here. Oh, and it was laying on its back, so it's very, very low. You can see it's not even up to the add mark right there. Again, these Tecumsehs are pretty common. When that O-ring wears out on the bottom, they tend to spill a little bit. Yeah, it still needs to add oil, and it's kind of black and dirty, so I suspect this probably didn't get a lot of oil maintenance. Onto the spark plug. Let's see how that looks. Again, that's not actually too bad looking. It's a little dark, dirty air filter, but that's not too bad. Back over on the mower with the large wheels, I'm not sure what this contraption is that the previous owner had. It's connected to the side chute. Maybe I'll figure that out. The bale cable seems to work all right. You see it's engaging at the engine like it should. Drive handle has a little play in there, but it does feel like it's activating something under the deck. Number 2 here, same oddball thing. I'm not sure what they were doing. They were like side discharge something or other. I don't get it. Again, same thing here. The bale handle, feels a little stiffer than number 1. Drive mechanism, not as much play in the handle, but it does feel like it's engaging something under the deck. The handles are a little loose, but that can be adjusted. The last mower is this green one with the Tecumseh engine. It looks like they've, had to replace some bolts here that are loose, maybe some extra vibration. The brake cable engages and works. That seems to be good. Not sure about the drive mechanism. I guess there's a lot of good resistance there, so I'm assuming that's what's going to be working just fine. All right, I'm going to put a brand new spark plug in here, and I'm going to spray a little bit of carb cleaner into the plug hole and pull on this and see if there's any life happening here. Signs of life. That's good. Mower number 1. All right, same thing, same plug, just pulled it out of number 1. I'm going to put that in mower number 2. Good sign as well. Signs of life. All right, just pulled the spark plug out of mower number 2 and on to number 3 with the Tecumseh engine. This doesn't sound promising. Check the air filter, it might be just clogged. Yeah, there is some dirt on it, but it shouldn't be causing it not to want to start. Well, this has minor signs of life, but not enough for me to have a lot of confidence here. Okay, so a quick little review of mower number 1 here. The chute seems to work. They've got the plug in there. That's maybe why they had that weird contraption there, but the door works. It has the larger wheels, which I think will be easier for someone to push around. Mower number 2, same thing. The chute works. It's got the plug in there. It has smaller rear wheels, all right? And then the older green mower, it has large rear wheels, but I think this mower is not in as good a shape as the other two mowers. Loose handle, added bolts, oil leaks, and really doesn't have a lot of signs of life. I think I've made my decision about which of these three mowers I'm going to get working for that guy's mother-in-law. Tell me what you think. Tell me in the comments which mower you would choose and why. As always, I appreciate you watching. If you liked the video, please push the like and subscribe button, and I can make more of these videos. Remember, I'm the Lawnmower Lady, and as I like to say, mow happy.